Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Rime of the Frost Maiden. Episode something?
Yes, something.
Yeah.
40?
40-ish.
Yeah, I mean, we could take a guess. I could open up, let's see, where we at? That one right there.
I want to say
She's
40.
got episode 41.
Oh, was it 40
So it
last
would be,
time?
so it'd be 40, so 41 would be last time, so, or 42 would be last week, so this would be 43.
All right.
Oh my goodness, I was way off.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
41 is
anyway,
last
so
week,
43, of course. More snow and ice.
Of course.
But we have some links, Ed.
Yes, we do. There are the links to all the things. Discord, Twitter, Imgur. We keep some maps at Imgur. YouTube. There's not much uploaded on YouTube except for the Lost Mine of Phandelver's run that we did.
Couple of one-shots. There's most of
A couple of
Waterdeep.
one-shots in there. Yep. Oh yeah, a lot of Waterdeep is up there. Yep. So so you can go check that out. But yeah, there's if we have a link, it's in that link tree. And then of course at
Ed's
bottom of the
link's
chat
there.
there. Yeah, well my links are in there. That's because I made the link tree. And then of course the bottom of chat is channel points that you can use to help or hinder the party.
Guess what?
That's all I got.
Last
What?
on Wednesday, it was just me and Tree, and I put up the links. I did that.
Wow.
Did you use the command !links?
Yes, because I don't know how to do it otherwise.
Well, honestly, I have a button on my Stream Deck that when I push the button, it just goes !links
Yes.
and post the link.
So you're
It's also on a timer.
I
It's
didn't
also
have
on
to.
a timer. It comes
Didn't
up.
have to like type *link and then type !links. I did it right the first time. It was great.
Wow.
There you go. There you go. But
I'm like,
Well, you know, there's more than one link.
Yes.
right. I'm capable.
Yes. So, Bully, what happened last time?
Oh no. So well,
No,
we
actually-
talked to some
yep.
people, and
that was... Yep. So we started out with... Well, actually, Ed, do you want a shot at this? What happened last time?
What's that?
You want to
Ed,
shout
do you
out?
want a shot at this? What happened last time?
Last time we left the meeting, and
You had some after meetings?
yeah, we had some after meetings with who's it?
Devessa.
Devessa
And...
and the other
Daneth.
guy, Daneth. That's the one, Daneth.
Yep.
Yep. And we learned about Daneth thinks that we shouldn't waste our time doing the stuff that Devessa wants us to do, and Devessa thinks that we should do the stuff that she wants to do. And
Yep.
that we shouldn't listen to Daneth.
Yep.
And then something about some goblins that are like a million miles away through the coldness.
Yes. Goblins and...
Yeah. And then
Uh,
we trekked over to Bremen and found Naz, and found out that maybe we weren't given the full information on why she was missing.
right.
So
yes.
and that's pretty much it. You know, we found out that that maybe she didn't want to be found, and we were going to get on a boat and go looking for.
She sort of joined your party. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think your overarching plan, I mean, you can change that, but I think last time it was to go to Bremen and then go up to, I don't know, how do you do this again? Then go up to the Black Cabin area, wherever that is, and then continue north to maybe to Rebel's End to investigate these Arcane Brotherhood types. That was at least one of the things you said.
Okay.
So that was one. That's as far as I gathered. I'm not you, so I don't actually know what your plan is. But
Me either.
that's how as far as I gathered. But anyway, you came to Bremen, and you met with Nas at the buried treasures in down here. And she offered you to go and investigate a rumor of an intelligent sea monster in the lake in the morning, and then to follow you along to Lonelywood and whatever you want to look into there. This I think the
Corgi had to deliver a package to Lonelywood.
Well,
to the
Didn't
cabin thing.
Doesn't
To the
Gareth?
cabin, that's right.
Doesn't Gareth have a package?
Yeah, I think you're
Oh
carrying
yeah, I
it.
have the package. That's right. I have the package. Yes. But Alexica wants to go to Lonelywood for something.
I want to say it's the only
Because
note I
she
took.
really likes the speaker there, and
That's
her
it.
cookies.
She's got the hots for speaker.
Yep. So that's why Corgi wants to go there, and there might be some, I don't know, but it seemed like Corgi and Ness got on pretty well anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So-
you know, Alexica is an intelligent creature.
I mean, Alexica and
Alexica.
Ness.
Alexica.
Got on.
Alexica is an intelligent or a whatever Nass is looking for.
Yes, she is that, but Ness correctly identified her as Fae, rather than the specific subtype of intelligent creature she's looking for. It is super cold and super early in the morning when you step onto the frozen pier of Bremen and look out over this sheath of ice. And you know, ice is on lakes and things. It's not really even as such. It crumbles up. It's, you know, jagged and horrible to walk on. And down there you meet Grinsk, the fisherman who has agreed to take NASA and you now apparently out to have a look for this alleged sea monster, and he has had a run-in with this sea monster before, so he has some sort of inclination about where it could be if it stays in the same area at times. So in case you needed it, guys, you can have had a long rest. You spent the night in the inn and things like that. I don't think you've spent any resources, but there we have it. And Nas is sort of chatting and talking and things like that, and here she is. Here's her stats. I think maybe you can see her stats now. Can you? That's good.
For me, it says.
Oh, what happens if you click on create NPC?
Push the wrong one.
No, click on Oh yeah, you did. Well, you have her picture there. Anyway, if I drag her out like that,
I broke it. It's my fault.
you should be able to move her around, both of you.
Mhm.
If this now works.
Yep. Well, yeah.
And if you double click on her, you can see that she has a total of 9 hit points.
Good. I one-shot Ness.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
there. Okay. Yeah. Now I have her. Now I have her stat sheet. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Very
Her
good.
stat block just came up. Got
There.
it.
Yep.
As long as you have it, that's good.
Yeah.
For the record, I tried to take notes last game as well. I took one note, and that note was Gareth has a package to deliver in the north. So that is the reason I remember that Gareth had it. That's it.
That's excellent. Well, anyway, you come down there. Grinsk greets you with a grunt, and then he looks at you. You specifically some more. And raises an eyebrow, and he says, "You're not going out like that, are you?"
I look at myself. What do I look like?
You're wearing plate mail.
Oh. I mean,
Look, mate, if you fall in the water, you'll sink like a rock, man. I would not recommend it. But of course, you're you. You do you.
I mean, I agree. That's what would happen. What are the chances of me getting attacked by a creature on the ice, though, like a polar owl bear?
I mean, we are
Oh,
looking
shit.
for a sea monster, aren't we? He says.
Okay, so that's why I think I might need to keep this on.
Oh. Well, don't say I didn't tell you, he says. And then he keeps packing up stuff into his boat. Which is this one over here.
Cool.
And then you all start hauling out the boat into the lake. And it's freezing cold, it's really dark. It is the morning watch. Let's look at that.
You basically have to drag the boat.
There's a dense fog. Really cold fog. Yeah, you have to drag the boat for about an hour before you
Make it to correct.
make it to the lake, yeah. So there's a frigid dense fog that limits visibility severely, and you would have been lost out here, you think, without his navigation here. Could we have a DC 10 con save from everybody?
Is that for cold?
Is it against being poisoned?
Yes, it's for cold, so you can roll an advantage if you have cold resistance.
If you have cold
I'm
resistance?
trying
Wait, what? Bully, say again.
I said if you have cold resistance?
Yes.
I am.
Wow. Good thing I had resistance. Otherwise, I would have got a nat 1.
Yeah, but 7.
Yeah, so I got a 7.
I got a 3 instead.
You feel really exhausted by this, and you have disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks.
Nice.
And your skin starts itching and aching.
I'm like the worst Goliath.
That roll was for the dog.
Do you see this stuff here, Morning Watch, and so on and so forth in chat?
Over here and wait, which
The table there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aha, that's good. My stuff works. If you want a reminder of what the exhaustion rules do, you can click on there. And you can also read about my newly added frostbite rules.
I am survived.
Cool.
You should probably roll for the dog.
Oh, yeah. Let me do that.
Oh yeah.
Let me get her sheet up, actually.
Alexica,
Alexica.
you and the dog fall in the water and are become frozen.
Let's see. Con.
That's right on the money, right?
There you go. Yep, 10.
Excellent. Right. Well, in this with this cold fog swirling around your lower bodies, you lower the boat into the ice cold water. There are floating bits of ice all around you, and you're unsure of how you're gonna get out of here. But with Grinsk's sure hand, he navigates around these bergs, these mini bergs, and it takes you about an hour to get around to here. And we'll roll a bit on this. Did that happen? That happened. That's irritating. It rolls, and then it gives you the number, and then I have to go back and look at what the result is. As you row out there, the lake is quiet and still. Good fishing today, he mutters. Do you do anything in particular on the journey here?
Try not to die.
Yeah, good general advice.
I'm probably just trying to warm up a little bit.
Yep.
I'm rubbing Alexica on my arms.
If you make her into a pair of good gloves, you might get rid of the frostbite. Or one of those muffs.
Didn't you guys find like boots of warming or something?
Yes, she wears them, so she should have actually rolled with advantage as well.
Yeah, she would have. Yeah, okay. I take her boots and shove my hands in them.
Yeah. All right. So could somebody roll me a d20 for the next hour's journey?
You got it, Bully, or you want me to do it? I can do it. 12.
Nice. You, as you sort of travel along the ice pack here, you spot a boat in the distance. And he grunts and he says, it's from people from Tremorlane. They won't bother us. And but they start fishing sort of a couple of 100 yards away from you. And around about this time, he says, round about here is where I had the run-in with this sea creature. I guess we'll just have to keep our eyes out open and, fish while we wait.
All right.
Does anybody want to fish?
Maybe. I don't have any gear. Or
that's all right. I'm sure he has something.
Could you remind me? Did you happen to this creature? Did you happen to see it, or did it attack you?
So he tells you the story again, which is basically that he was out here, round about where you guys are now. It was dark and he was fairly alone here, and then he felt this massive thud on the boat, and he almost fell in, and then he looked down and he saw this massive shape swimming underneath, and sort of a couple of seconds later he saw a head stick out, look at him, and then disappear.
Okay. The head. What does the head look like?
Well, it's.
Was it just in shadow?
I'll hand you out something here, maybe. No, I won't. Frick. Sometimes I wonder about this module, honestly. You know what? I will hand you out something. I'll just create a handout quickly here. You get a sort of an image in your head from his description.
Yes.
And it looks very grim to you in your head. Where did my handout end up? Oh my freaking days. Let's add it here. Oh. There we go. I can do it. I know how to GM.
Oh my freaking days.
Mhm.
I'm getting an image in my head. It is quite grim.
So it was quite small, very large, pointy teeth, and the creature that I saw was much bigger underneath than the head gives justice to. He says.
Oh, so the shadow you saw under the boat was large, but the head was small.
Compared to the shadow, yeah.
Like an
I see.
eel attached to a turtle.
How the shadow, was it as large as the boat?
Yeah.
Like how
Obviously.
large are we talking?
So the boat is around 10 meters, whatever that is in something you know.
30 feet ish.
Yeah, 30-ish feet. And he says, well, I don't want to tell tall tales or anything, but I reckon it was around about that size, the body.
Boy. And there's no chance you think that this head is not attached to this body, as may have been two creatures.
Oh, no, I don't think so. That would be extremely unfortunate, he says. But, you know, you're the monster experts, so...
I'm just checking.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say so, he says.
I'm gonna look at Naz. What makes you think this thing's intelligent?
Because, she says, it's not a common way for a it's called Plesiosaurus to act, and I've deduced that this monster or this creature is a Plesiosaurus.
Oh, okay.
And you know, they usually avoid contact with humans, and this one seems to seek it out, even though it does it in its own little way.
Apris.
And you should also know, of course, she says, that I'm not sure that it's intelligent. I mean, that's what we're here to find out. And if possible, talk to it.
Say torture it? Okay.
Talk to it.
Oh, I thought you said torture it.
She looks decidedly worried.
I lean over to Garrett and I say, if we let Alexica talk to it, it might be both.
Alexica hears you. She has keen ears, the little one does.
That's okay, she can hear.
So, time passes. Do you want to fish? You can make a survival check.
Sure. I am proficient with no tools, so I bet I'm gonna do great.
I've never fished before, but we'll give it a shot.
I rolled a 13 plus 0.
Oh,
damn.
Not bad.
Dirty 20.
So, some more. You get bored pretty quickly there. And you sort of stare into the fog, and you start seeing sort of shapes in the fog. And you're not sure if they're there or not. But all of a sudden you're awoken from your daydreaming by Gareth, desperately holding on to his pole. You've caught something.
Nice.
And what's his face?
What do I do now?
Yeah, he sort of grins, sort of runs over to you, and takes the pole away from you because he realizes you don't know what you're doing, and he says, "It's a knuckle trout. It's a knuckle trout." Well, you can try if you want to get it on board. It's a strength check, but you have a disadvantage on that
I
at
do
the
have a
moment.
disadvantage, so I'll try.
All right.
Just a straight strength check, right?
Yeah. No, on a natural one, the thing pulls you in.
A 7. No, I got a 3, so it's a 7.
Yep. Man, you're rolling like Zamor today.
Well, I
Or
got
bully.
the other die was a 15.
Yeah.
You know, the one that didn't matter.
Yeah. Well, you sort of don't manage it really, and after a while he takes over and gives it a go, and he managed to land this knucklehead trout into the boat without any incidents, and it lays there and flops, and he quickly bonks it on the head and puts it in his he has a little box there. He looks decidedly more pleased now than he did before. And can somebody roll me another d20 here?
Okay.
Oh, you got it? Okay, I just
Oh, you
rolled
got it.
6, but okay.
You sort of carry on. For another hour, it's quiet and foggy once again.
How are you guys feeling?
My hands are toasty. I got the boots on my hands.
I'm good, says Nas. This is very interesting. And well done for catching that fish, she says. Are they worth a lot? And she chatters away with grins, and he doesn't really reply much. Let's see here. 1, 2. Right, it's time for another little roll here. On my little table. There's now dim light on the horizon. But the wind picks up. And snow drifts from the ice sheets onto the lake here. And limits visibility a bit. Can you roll another con save? DC 10. But it's with disadvantage. However, you guys have all got advantage, so just roll straight up.
Uh, 18 for me.
Good.
And 9 for Alexica.
That's your old one.
Oh, bully!
Yeah, that's like me.
Your nose starts to itch and get painful, bully. You now have stage 1 frostbite, same as Gareth, and also Alexica seems to have the same ailment, but it's her ears.
Well, as I I don't know about you guys, but it's starting to get a little cold out here.
Yeah, you need to keep moving, he says. And cover your face. Cover your face some more, he says. Also, that plate mail isn't doing you any favors. It gets cold,
Yeah,
he says.
I bet.
So, can somebody roll me another d20?
You got it, Bully?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be better than a 1. 10. Mildly better. 50.
So as you sort of go forward here slowly. And could you roll a does anybody have passive perception of 13 or higher?
I believe
Alexica's got a 14. Mine's a 12.
I'm also 12.
14. So what happens is you guys are both really surprised as a knucklehead trout suddenly leaps out of the water and splashes water all over you, ice cold water. But Alexica can, if she wants to, use her reaction to make an opportunity attack against it or try to grapple it before it dives into the water. She's not surprised.
She's not surprised. Let's see. What would Alexica do? Bite attack?
Once she's bit, she doesn't let it go.
Yeah. Let's see. What do you want? Unarmed strike, you think? Or like what do you want? Or
Sure.
I doubt she'd attack with a rapier. Where's unarmed strike?
Well, she might. I don't know.
She might.
She seems keen on that rapier.
Yeah, so let's give her a rapier. She likes
Yeah,
rapier.
yeah, she does. She might even, fillet it before it's even landing in the boat.
Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say, how do I roll for that there?
Oh, that's a hit for sure.
On an unarmed fish, they gotta have a high dex, right? Maybe like 22.
No, you don't need to roll damage. So what happens is that it sort of leaps across the boat, and she draws a rapier, stabs it, and boinks it in the deck of the boat.
Nice.
Of course, Grinsk now ecstatic. You guys bring good luck. You need to come with me out all the time, he says. And you sort of backtrack again. It's right around in this area where he saw it. And you're getting sort of antsy now, because it's like you've been out here for quite a few hours. It's 12 o'clock now, middle of the day. But can we have another D20, please?
You
I
are
don't
sure.
have to roll. And
14.
Ooh. So as you start nearing where you sort of started your search over here again, there's ripples that disrupt the surface of the lake. And it's causing your boat to bob from side to side. And you can see a large mass.
You're breaking up for me. I didn't hear.
You don't hear me?
No, I can hear you now.
Okay. I'm just wondering if my internet is diving or something. So let's do it again then. Ripples disrupt the surface of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Your boat bobs from side to side from these ripples. And then all of a sudden you can see a large mass gliding through the dark waters below you. Is anybody trained in nature?
I am not, and neither is Alexica.
Nas says, look, it's a Plesiosaurus. And it sort of disappears out of sight again. It seems like it went a bit lower again.
Already a javelin.
Let's try not to kill it, she says. Maybe we can scream. If it is intelligent, it'll understand what we say if it can hear us.
Yeah, just stick your head in the water and shout.
I'll only kill it if it tries to kill me first. How's that?
That's fair, she says. Do you want me to yell then, she says?
I don't know.
Go,
do you
go out
speak
there.
Plesiosaurus?
She shakes her head. That's not how it works. And she sort of bends over the side of the boat. I don't know any boat terms, by the way, guys. I know them in Swedish, but I don't know them in English. The side of the boat. And she sort of yells, "We come in peace!"
Just then, this head comes up out of the water and grabs her face and pulls her in. No.
Yeah. I gave you control over her, and she lasted 5 seconds. You have a thing with wizards in this group. Now, you see nothing, and then all of a sudden there's ripples again in the water, and then a little ways away, like 10, 20 feet, a head sticks up, reptilian head, at the end of a long, slender neck. It sort of rises out of the cold, dark water and gazes at you guys intently and says, in common, "I'm listening."
Gareth is dumbfounded.
Oh, okay. Can you, hi. We're some people from the town
Nas
nearby.
and Alexica both have notes up, scribbling.
We're a group of people from the nearby town, and we had seen you and heard tale of you recently. We just wanted to come out and say hello.
Roll a persuasion check.
Do this. Kinda.
Yeah. So, you're from the town to the south, it says.
Yeah, kinda south. Bremen. Do you know it?
Yes, I know it. The human who gave me this gift said I must, scare boats from Bremen off as a way to thank her for giving me this gift.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who gave you this gift? I kind of skipped over that kind of quickly.
Oh, I used to swim around in the lake and eat fish like any old, animal.
Yes.
And then a human came along named Ravisin. She claims to serve the Frost Maiden. And she said she performed a ritual over me, and then I became self-aware. And she said I must do my part to help the Frost Maiden, who wants the people of Bremen to suffer.
Did she happen to say why? I feel like that's kind of like... Like, are the people of Bremen not good to the Frost Maiden?
They don't make sacrifices, as far as I understand. But she didn't tell me much, this Ravisin.
Really?
She just said that I am to spread fear among the fishermen.
Okay.
I don't know from whence she came, and I don't know where she is now.
Oh, that's okay.
But I fear that if I don't do as she said, she will. The spell will end, and I will go back to just being an oversized fish. And I don't want to be a stupid beast again.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want you to become a stupid fish again, either. Though I don't think it's good for you to be scaring the fishermen for no reason.
I have a reason.
Sure.
Can somebody who is trained in Arcana roll Arcana?
Not me.
That is probably Alexica.
Lexica is not trained in Arcana. Oh,
Really?
Gareth is.
Gareth is. Well, you know, here's me getting
I rolled a
stereotyped.
6 though.
Let her roll as well. Otherwise, Nat
Alexica?
can roll. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's better if it's. What is
Alexica
wrong
rolled
with you? Are you sure you're rolling a d20 today?
I am.
Why don't you have Nas roll?
I'm on it.
There we go. Finally, some sense. She looks up from her notes and says, this is the Awaken spell. The Awakening spell.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a druidic ritual spell.
Okay.
Very hard to perform, but it is permanent.
Oh, well, so I guess. Sorry, we didn't get your name. Do you have a name?
Name.
Well,
I don't have a name. Maybe you can give me one. That would be most appreciated.
okay, Neki. So, Neki, you you're gonna be smart no matter what, unless she comes back specifically to dispel it.
It's impossible, Nastas. It's a permanent. It's not magic anymore. It's now what Neki is.
Oh, well, okay. So Neki, you're just Neki now. You don't necessarily need to like scare away these people to keep it. It's just permanent. That's cool.
Roll another persuasion check. If you have any way to get advantage, now's the time to bring it up.
I don't. I don't even have an inspiration.
Nas will help you.
I wish I know what I'm taking for my next feat if I ever get one. 17.
Yeah?
I know what I'm taking. Yeah, for sure.
That's good.
Taking
You
guild.
You spent some time talking to Neki about how the ritual works. And Nas sort of fills in all of the blanks that you don't know.
Right.
Well, you know, he says, thank you very much for giving me a name. And, you know, I don't think I will be scaring these fishermen anymore.
Sure.
But if you encounter Ravison, tell her that I want a word with her.
Okay. I feel like if we catch up to this Ravison, we might have our own words. But
I'm not picky. Any words are better than no words.
Well, that's what I mean. We might have to take care of it ourselves. But you know, that's how things go. If I'll be sure to put a word in for you.
And he sort of turns around and dives down under the water, and it's only a few seconds before you lose sight of him.
Oh, must be Irish.
That just went way over my head.
That's an Irish goodbye.
It's called an Irish goodbye.
Just turn around and walk.
Turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
That's also a Swedish goodbye anyway, so. That might have been me projecting my Swedishness onto you.
That's it. Yeah, no, that's the classic Irish goodbye. Just turn around and walk away.
All right.
Well, Nassus, that was most enlightening, don't you think?
Yes. These druids are effectively conning creatures into scaring the towns that don't create these sacrifices.
Right. Sacrifice. What sacrifices is that? She says.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm not quite in the loop here. She says.
Oh, you're not quite in the. If you travel to some of these crazier towns, like out east ways, they're killing people in town to appease
as
this
an offering
frost.
to the Frost Maiden.
Yeah, to appease the frost maiden. It's crazy. They have like a lottery, and then they just like pick people out of the lottery, and then they just
Send them out.
send them out into the.
Snow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. She says.
Yeah. Can you imagine being out here just by yourself? Without anything?
There's also towns where the townspeople choose to freeze to death rather than to have fires in their homes because that's what the Frost Maiden wishes them to do.
Get out of town.
Yes, it's
But
unbelievable.
you tell her all about this stuff, and she's like, "Oh, this is amazing stuff." But you know what? She says, "This awakening spell, that's really powerful magic." So these druids, while of course, like you say, coercing these animals, they must be pretty powerful. And
it seems.
by
to
the
be.
way, you guys are turning your the boat round and going towards Lonelywood because that was the agreement you made with him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Unless you have another plan now.
No, that's good.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's good. It's now the afternoon. The winds continue, and we need another con save. No, just a straight up save.
7 for Alexica.
13.
All right.
Oh my god, and that 1 for me.
All right. Alexica and Gareth, you guys are basically hugging each other. You're shiver struck even. You can't. I'll paste it in here. You can't restore exhaustion. And you need to do a successful DC 10 con check to cast a spell, and any sort of normal tasks take twice as long.
Oh my goodness.
You need to get inside, he says to you. But don't worry, it's only an hour or so to Lonelywood. And can we have another D20 before we close this off? I like my random encounter table here. The lake is still and quiet for the next few hours. And some more Nas helps Gareth and Alexica up into Lonelywood, which is, I believe it's the last town. It's the only town you haven't been in yet, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes.
You're doing the rounds here. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Sometimes it's super hard.
I don't know how long it'll take us out there, but you probably could have set up Biskin's tent.
That's true.
That's true. You arrive in Lonelywood, and let me just bring up Lonelywood.
Oh, I guess I'll mention before the last roll, I gave Alexica back her boots.
Oh yeah.
I took them off my hands and gave her back her boots.
Yep.
She was getting kind of chilly on the previous roll.
Yep. So Lonelywood, as you come closer, you notice that it's sort of nestled into this wood. And you see, it looks to be like a small village, but it's kind of hard to gauge because a lot of the houses seem to be hidden in amongst the trees everywhere. But he drops you off. This is his boat. He drops you off here on the jetty. I can never tell which it is.
It's a jetty.
A jetty.
It's a jetty.
Okay.
Unless you're Swedish, then
Yep.
it's a Yeti.
Yeah. Because then Yeti and Yeti sounds like the same word.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And says, well, you know, if I hurry up, I might make it back in time for supper. And like I said, you two bring good luck. And she points at you, Gareth, and Alexica. Anytime you want to get on my boat is fine by me. And Nas pays him some money, by the way. And then he is off. Lonelywood, well, you know, it's sort of getting dark. And so you see lights from like the houses over here. But there's no real people out. It's still really frigid winds. And you and Alexica are just shivering uncontrollably.
We
What
need
do you
to
guys do?
we need to find our way inside. Get ourselves to a tavern and get some food in us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to
You
warm
get-
up.
You get in and you do manage to find somebody, you know, who points you to this building here. Says, that's the happy... Well, wait a minute. Am I doing this wrong now? Oh yeah, no, not that one. This building over here. The Lucky Liar. Tavern. You look like you could do with coming inside. Actually, if you're looking for warmth, you should probably go to the speaker instead. Her house is just over here.
Instead?
Well, I mean, you can do both. I'm just saying she has a good stove in her house.
I mean, I guess we could see the speaker first.
Mm-hmm.
She's not dead, yes? Nobody's-
Not to the best of my knowledge.
Anybody try to kill her recently?
No. He looks weirded out by your question.
Sorry.
No, why would anybody want to kill our very nice very own halfling here, Nimsy Huddle? She's the epitome of nice and good things.
Oh, just, sorry. There's been a lot of attacks, actually, on other speakers of other towns we've been to. We've been to the other ones, the last one we haven't been to. And, not everyone, but like three or four have had attacks on them.
Oh, really?
Say-
And
Did you say Nimsy?
yeah, her name is Nimsy. If you recall, this is what she looks like. Anyway, he takes you to the speaker's house and knocks on the door. Hey, Nimsy, I have some people here who could do with a bit of warming up. And she comes and opens the door. And she recognizes you, of course, from the meeting. And she says, oh, it's you. Come in. And your friend, too. And you are taken into her sort of living area. And there is this massive bacon oven. And it just... heat just streams out. It's like a wall of heat that hits you when you go in there. And you know, if you guys sleep here for the night, you will be rid of your frostbite.
Sounds good to me.
What brings you up my way, my neck of the woods? She says.
Oh well, we have a delivery to make in town, and of course the little one here wanted to see you again. Want to say hi. And,
Alexica. Sure, I have some cookies, she says.
Oh right, yeah, the dog's just gonna start overdosing on cookies.
She comes out with freshly baked halfling-shaped cookies this time. So her house, by the way, clearly built for humans, but all the furniture, or most of the furniture anyway, is sized for halflings. So you sort of, yeah. Well, Gareth, you sit on the floor, you know, but there are a few big chairs. But you sit on the floor near the bacon oven. There's children, halfling children running around. You think you count 3 or 4 in the end. And there's a ladder leading to the loft. Anyway, sit down, and you get invited in. You get cookies, you get milk, and whatever else you want to have here. What brings you out here? Delivery, you say, here in town? To whom?
Well, to a cabin on the outskirts of town, I believe.
Ah, okay. Well, I mean, there's a lot of cabins.
I think it's farther east, though, isn't it?
I'll show
Check
you.
the address.
The label fell off on the boat ride here.
Oh,
Oh, it's up there, so it's north of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if she knows anything about this.
Oh no, it's way up here. You have it circled. It's way
Yeah,
up the top.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, it turns out. Yeah. It's we call it the Black Cabin, I think. She says. I know of it. Of it. Yeah. It's just it's painted black. And she gives you more accurate directions. So you now have a blip on your map instead.
Okay.
Oh, okay, she says. Well, that means you're probably gonna travel through the woods, aren't you?
More than likely.
Well, our loggers are being terrorized by this really, and this is gonna sound strange, she says, but this really strange white moose. We talked about it at the speakers meeting, although as usual, nobody listened to me really.
oh we
Anyway,
were
the
talking
beast
about
has, yeah, the beast has eluded the hunters we've sent to kill it. We're not quite sure how, and we depend on the forest for our survival.
I'm gonna look at Nass with a side eye and go, maybe it's an intelligent moose.
Well, that's the
could
thing.
be. Nass says. Is it intelligent, you say? Well, we think so, because it seems to know where our loggers are, When the hunters have followed the tracks, it's gone in a straight line, and then they've lost them. So it's like it's going for the loggers. It's quite an unusual behavior, she says.
So, well, if we take from what we just learned, so we just met a sea creature of sorts, that had the awakening spell cast upon it, and then was told that it should terrorize the boats of Bremen. Now, we've also met a mammoth that said some things, It didn't say much, but it immediately attacked us, and that was outside of Dugan's Hole. So maybe, let's say we weren't told this, so this would be what's the word I'm looking for?
Conjecture?
Speculation.
Speculation, but let's say that one was told to keep people from like leaving Dugan's Hole, right? Maybe this moose is told to fight off the logging companies. Now, the reason they say they're doing this is because of those crazy towns doing their sacrifices. They say it's because of the Frost Maiden that they should be doing this.
So what you're saying, she says, is that Targos, Bryn Shander, and East Haven are unaffected by these creatures. Because they are the three towns that are...
Well, so far, that we have definitely not heard anything about them.
Yeah, from our experience, yes, that's correct.
But wasn't it in those towns that the killings took place?
The ice murders? So that was because of people trying to get out of the lottery.
Oh, she says. Starting to fall into place now, really, isn't it? She says.
A bit, yeah.
So anyway, would you be willing to help us with this moose then?
Yes, we'll go and we'll talk to the moose. We'll try to talk to the moose. If the moose gives us too much trouble, yes, we'll take care of your problem. But
this is excellent. You look a bit frostbitten there, Gareth. She looks up the ladder and she says, the loft is really toasty because the chimney goes straight through it. You're welcome to stay the night if you want to.
That would be wonderful.
I think we will stay. Wait, time to warm up before heading out. Good plan.
It's a good plan, she says. And you spend the evening there. She gives you way too much food. Alexica is as wide as she is tall by the end of it. And is there anything in particular you want to talk about, or are you just chatting away, so to speak?
I think we
So what we'll do, she says, in the morning then, when you guys are feeling better, we'll send you with some of the loggers to show where the moose has been and where it usually attacks. And you can probably find tracks there and see if you can follow them. Maybe you'll have more luck than the hunters, you know? After all, you are the glorious heroes of the 10 towns, aren't you?
Terrible trackers.
I don't know. If we wait until next time, maybe Ed will roll better on his survival check. So anyway, you spend the night. You get rid of your frostbite symptoms.
Oh, good.
And the next day in the morning, you set off. The winds persist. God damn it! You guys are on. You guys are really unlucky with this stuff. However, I will say that in the forest, you don't have to roll with disadvantage on your con save.
Okay, so we're rolling cons again?
Yep.
So I get advantage. Get advantage.
Oh, yeah, we get advantage.
Yeah, you get advantage, yeah.
good, because I can't do worse than a 2, can I? A 9, 13.
You're
There we go.
fine. You're fine.
And then Alexica has advantage.
Yikes.
10. Oh no, 17 for Alexica.
17 and 10. You're all good. I need to probably lower these DCs, don't I? It's a bit too easy to.
10 is pretty much a low DC. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, everybody has like a bonus of
That's
plus
like
2 at least on.
That's like a basic DC. Like, hey, middle of the road, yeah, 10. 10
Hey
or better,
man,
you know?
I roll like trash. That's just how it is. Okay.
Dude, I
can't.
I haven't
can't.
rolled out of the single digits like all night. I feel so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very.
If these dice weren't digital, I would burn them right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you need to change the skin of them or something.
What am I? I don't even know what I'm using. I think I'm using my Frost Maiden. I'm using my my Icewind Dale dice.
I have the wood.
Don't you have some sort of jungle dice or something? Tropical dice?
What do I got?
Okay. So in Lonelywood, what are some cool things going on in town?
In Lonelywood, are you asking around sort of in the evening there?
Asking the speakers. It's right there.
Yeah. Well, you know, she says, nothing much going on here. We do our login. We're logging our login. There is a shop called the Happy Scrimshander. But it's mostly for, you know, Scrimshander business, like knives and nets and hooks and stuff like that. We used to have a inn here as well, but it's sadly no longer in business.
Yeah, that is. Did that go out of business for any?
Well, yeah, well, she says, it was called the Ramshackle Inn. But anyway, it was owned by this retired sawyer named the Groots. And, you know, he hung himself in the common room 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay, so that'll do it.
Yeah.
That's so it didn't really go out of business. The owner.
The owner sort of expired. Yeah.
Yeah. So is it up for sale then?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you want to buy it? We're using it as log storage at the moment, but we're happy to clear it out if you want to buy it. It's a brilliant investment, I think.
And this is the Happy Scrimshander building you're talking about?
No, that's the shop. I'm talking about
the
the Ramshackle Inn, which I'm not.
Oh, the Ramshackle Inn.
Unownered.
Former inn, we should say.
Gotcha.
Well, do you know how much it is? Gotta be on the cheap, seeing as it's just a building.
Maybe it's worth a white moose.
Oh yeah. How about a white moose? We go get rid of your white moose for you, so it doesn't bother you, and we keep the inn.
So I was gonna sell it for maybe 500 gold, but I'll tell you what. If you sort out this moose business, however you see fit, I'll give it to you for 100. You know, we have to have something here, I think.
I think we could do 100 gold. Okay.
All right. Well, check back in if the moose business comes through, and we'll make a deal. She says, and spits in her hand and shakes on it.
You sure?
I know, right? That's how they do. So anyway, you find yourselves in the woods in the morning, looking for tracks. Oh, that's not going to do anything, is it? There we go. Focus ping.
We still, hey, Bully, just so you know, we still have those 2 large rubies, too.
You do. Yep.
Oh. Are they worth 50 each?
They're worth
There.
500 each.
500.
500 each? God
Yeah.
damn.
You guys are rich.
But we're frugal.
But frugal. Yes, yes.
Well, we don't really need
So-
much. But we could... That's enough money, though, to set up this place with,
Mm-hmm.
you know, some people and some
Yep.
staff. And go, have a good day. We'll be back in a week to collect
That's
our
it.
winnings.
That's it. Yeah. So you follow some of the loggers out into the woods, and roll a survival check if you have it.
I will help.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna help?
Yep.
You
You get the advantage.
all right.
13.
Mm-hmm.
And that's with my lava dice.
Yeah.
I'm going through so hot.
I mean, you rolled over 10, so I mean that's an improvement, isn't it? You know, as you search around, these loggers, they start, chopping down a tree or two, and you do find very large moose tracks, maybe a day or so old. And you can follow them if you want to.
They look pretty old, Zamora. What do you think? You want to follow them?
Well, a day old. I don't think we're gonna find any newer than that. Probably. Came back through here. In the day.
Do they? Can I tell if they're heading towards or away from town?
They're heading in a general this way direction.
All right. So they're headed away from town. We could. We're headed that way anyway. We could try and follow them.
All right, let's follow them as best we can. Maybe it
Alright.
has a home that we back to.
All right. Yeah, maybe it does. So you spend a couple of hours there following those tracks. In fact, it says for me to roll a d4 hours, so let's do that. Yeah, 3 hours you spend following them, and then you spot something moving up ahead in the underbrush to the north of you.
Hello there. We come in peace. You just want to talk.
A moose dodges out of the brush and sets off away from you guys. It is not white.
We want that moose.
You can try and hunt it if you want to, but
Insight it.
it's now scared, so it'll be quite difficult.
I have a laser rifle.
You do have a laser rifle, I'll give you that. You can totally take a shot with it.
Nah, I'll wait, I guess. Alright.
You can look for tracks again if you want to, Gareth.
Sure.
Is the wrong moose. We followed the wrong moose.
Nice. 21.
Nice, you find more moose tracks. These ones are even fresher, you think?
Even bigger?
Nah, it's hard to tell.
Well, we better head
This
in.
direction.
Oh, we better head in that direction.
They do actually seem bigger. Now that you look at them closer with that roll as well, Gareth. But it actually takes you 4 hours
Oh, this is
before you find anything.
getting late, yo.
However, it's the daylight hours. The sky is clear. And it's cold.
Of course.
We need a DC 12 con save or gain a level of regular old exhaustion. Yeah, man, now you're rolling.
Crit.
What?
Oh, jeez! That's 3 crits
Whoa,
in a
that's
row for
cool.
those not able to see.
When I crit with this die, a dragon comes out on my screen.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, I rolled a crit for Corgi too, huh? Cool.
I get like coins. Like a treasure chest opens up and coin.
So the tracks lead to a large circular indentation in a snowy hillside. And from the middle of this circle, there's like a triangular gnomon of beautifully carved crystal that stands 20 feet tall. And a 10-foot high berm hugging the circle's eastern edge has evergreens growing around it and atop it, sheltering what looks like a sarcophagus buried under snow and enclosed by a half circle of pale blue crystal pillars. They should have had an image of this for sure.
Mm-hmm.
North of the berm is what looks like a gazebo carved out of marble. And south of the berm is a row of outward-facing white marble statues atop granite pillar.
Imagine. What is that? It seems very crafted.
Yeah.
Put a lot of time into this.
It's
Would we
like nothing I've seen before.
ask with it?
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, Naz is with us.
Naz
What
is
do you
with
want?
you.
Naz, have you ever heard of this thing?
history?
Just I'm setting up a map here.
Corgi has expertise in history. Naz has history. Naz
Yep.
has Arcana.
You can roll. History is fine. Yeah.
Okay, so there's Naz,
I'm gonna go grab a drink.
and then there's Corgi for history, 25.
Man, 25.
Yeah,
So
she's like a +6 or something for history.
yeah. She says those statues are elven, and the whole site looks elven to me. Probably some sort of burial site, I would say. We should be on the lookout for elven magic tricks. In fact, you notice, Gareth, as you look at this place, that it's kind of hard to see it. It's like you can see the statues, and then it sort of the whole rest of the description sort of fluctuates in and out of existence in a strange way.
Why does the music sound dangerous?
Oh, you don't actually see that far, guys.
That
But
sounds
you
like
see the statues up here.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, they give you way too much description initially here, but what do you do?
Well, I guess we can move a little closer. Maybe we should. Do we be sneaky? Do we make ourselves known?
Well, Alexica seems to be worried that there's some kind of traps or trickery going on here. The place doesn't look right to me. So being sneaky can't hurt.
Okay. Well,
Now that he says that some more, you can also see it. Like it's like you see the statues, but anything beyond that is sort of hazy, and you can't really quite make it out. It sort of flickers in and out of line of sight.
okay. Okay. Let's I take out my glaive for show. We're gonna sneaky up, but I'm gonna like wave it through like the top of the snow in front of me.
Yeah. You're gonna sort of poke it with the end of your glaive or something.
Yeah. You play D&D long enough. 10-foot pole.
10-foot pole, yeah. Excellent, you can move ahead.
Let's we're gonna sneak up. How far up do we want to go?
You can take a full move if you want to.
That moves us.
Yeah.
I can get right about to the statues.
Yeah.
So we could.
So there's.
Oh, I can't move Alexica.
Oh yeah, no problem. Alexica. There's 6 white marble statues on like plinths, so they're elevated, arranged in a line. So you see them in a line here.
Yep.
Sort of in a line, anyway.
Yeah.
A wonky line. But they depict slender robed figures facing northwards. So they're facing away from you.
If you try and touch one, is it there?
Yeah. You feel cold marble under your hand, gloved hand even. The engravings on their faces, as you sort of look around, has been worn away by the wind. But they have pointed ears, so they're definitely elven, you think. So the cylindrical bases are 7 feet high, made out of granite, you think.
Wild.
And the statues themselves are 8 or 9 feet high, so they're really, really tall.
Oh wow. Okay. Hi, tree.
Hey, tree.
This is very strange. Are we seeing any sign of the moose?
No.
Not even tracks anymore?
Yes, you do see tracks, and they sort of just... They go... You sort of came from this direction, following them. They go that way.
Sneak in? We're being sneaky-ish.
Alright, yeah, cool. You come to sort of a hillside over here, and you see that embedded in it there's a stone door with no visible handles or hinges. But you can also see in here, of course, and you see this thing that you saw rising from the center, crystal gnomon, and it's thick near the base and narrows to a sharp point at the top. This is the top up here. There's no snow around this area here, so this whole area here has no snow on it, strangely enough. I think that's what there seems to be some sort of symbols carved out on the bottom here as well, but you can't really see much more without going in there. You do see moose tracks leading around. So the moose tracks first of all lead in here, past the door, as far as you can tell, but there's also plenty of moose tracks around here. But then of course there's no snow over here, so you can't see any more.
Well, what do we think about this door? Kind of too big and heavy to be. We can open this.
Well, you look at it a bit, and it looks to be very snug with the hillside. And you can see no cracks or anything in it where you would begin to sort of grab it. No visible handles or hinges on it at all.
Oh. So, check out this weird spiky thing.
Mm-hmm.
So a gnomon is a device you usually find in the middle of a sundial. And the snow around it has melted away, and there's a circle of symbols carved in the stone around it. The symbols seem to depict not the sun, but the different phases of the moon. So this is probably not a sundial, but a moon dial. Also noteworthy is that something has punched a rough hole in the wall in the northwest edge of the depression. Over here. That leads to some dark thing.
Well,
you can also see from here something that looks like a sarcophagus up here.
Mm-hmm.
And some pillars around it.
How high is this wall?
It is around 5 or 6 feet. You can climb it easy. Oh yeah, Alexa.
Alright. Well, we can see the whole.
Very fascinating.
We can see the whole area around the sarcophagus, right?
You can probably. Gareth has a bit of a problem due to the lack of proper lighting in the area.
Oh.
But
Yeah, I mean, I can see the sarcophagus from where I'm standing.
yeah, you can.
Like,
So
Let's head
it
up.
looks to be a grey sarcophagus, and these pillars, they seem to be made out of some sort of crystal.
Okay, we'll head over here. I'll climb up the wall.
Yep, no problem.
Looking at the sarcophagus from here, is there anything like written on it or?
It seems to be made out of granite, and there's 5 crystal pillars there. There's snow on top of it, of course.
Clear some of the snow off. Is there
Yeah.
anything?
There's an engraving of a brazier on it, and you also notice a carving near the top of each pillar. And from north to south, the images on the pillars depict a twig, a pine cone, a flame, a feather, and a humanoid hand. So
that was
twig,
north to south, right?
yeah, twig, pine cone, flame, feather, and humanoid hand.
Does this image of a brazier mean anything to anybody? Oh, spooky.
You do see, I think you do anyway. Well, if you move a little bit. You do see that there seems to be a brazier down here in the gazebo type thing. It's unlit though, contrary to the map.
Okay. Can sort of see, was it stairs there?
Yep, that's stairs.
Lead down,
And,
down from up here.
Yeah. They lead down and to the same level as the gazebo, and the statues, and the moon dial.
Is this another statue here?
Yeah, it is.
Is making any sense to anybody?
To me,
Uh,
can have Alexa and Nas roll again, but
Well, let's go and look at the gazebo, Nathsis.
yes. Walk over down this wall.
Why use the stairs, eh?
Yeah.
So in the middle of this gazebo sits an unlit stone brazier, and the bowl is around 20 inches in diameter. It's full of snow and pine needles. And it seems to be sort of made as part of the marble floor, and doesn't seem to be movable. Well, Nas says maybe we need to put those items in the brazier or something like that.
Okay.
But I kind of like my hands the way they are, though, she says.
Well, I'll take out a torch and I'll light it And then I'll drop it in the brazier.
You clear out the
No, yeah.
snow and that first. The brazier, the torch goes out. Oh, actually, the torch does not go out. Sorry.
Okay. Well. Oh, maybe we should go and try and find.
It's easy to find twigs and pine cones, at least here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But a feather.
Yeah.
Feather.
Yeah, bird. Anybody got a pillow?
No. You can go and hunt for a bird if you want to, Gareth.
I can tear a fletching off one of my arrows.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
So that's what I'll do. I'll offer an arrow.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, that's also twig.
That is, yeah, that is true. And of course, you find a pine cone. But what about the last thing then, Nas says?
Well, obviously we should use Nat.
Hey, says.
Hey, you're not in the group. You're an
I
NPC.
thought you liked me, she says.
Yeah.
Well,
Not
me
as much
includes
as I
my
like-
hand.
Yeah, but not as much as I like me. And that also includes a hand.
I mean, one hand, you can surely spare one, she says.
Oh. I doubt I'll lose it, but I mean, I'll try.
To sort of put your hand in.
I guess, if that's what it means.
No,
So,
I'll put your left
we'll-
in there. Just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'll put my offhand in there.
Nothing happens.
We put all this stuff in there, you put the hand in there, nothing happens. Gotta take it all back out and put it in order. Plausible.
You
Alright.
try it.
Yep.
Nothing happens. And I think that's what we're going to
I
end
mean-
up for this week.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
A week to ponder it.
Gareth has to write down his brilliant idea so Gareth doesn't forget for next week.
Do it.
Instantly forgotten.
I said I was
What's the
feeling
idea
better,
again?
but I am still quite tired, so...
Oh no, by all means. That's not a big deal at all. Alright, everybody. There's the
Those
links
links.
to all the things.
Indeed.
So by all means, go hit up YouTube and Twitter and Imgur and all that jazz and see all the stuff that we got there. Like I said, we have points down at the bottom of chat you can use to help or hinder the party, healing, magic items, treasures, all sorts of stuff. Stick around for a raid and you can earn some more. We'll see who's out there in the raid.
Ed's here, we're doing a raid.
Yeah, we're doing great. Chaotic Calling. Chaotic Calling is playing whatever they're playing.
Playing a game.
Open RP Friday.
Interesting.
We'll go give them a look.
That's something I've been thinking of doing at some point. Just to have an open table and stream it. And anybody who wants to can just make a character and join.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool
Yeah, it
idea.
looks like, I don't know if he's doing it with his Discord or whatever, but
Right.
there's a lot of tokens on the table. But anyway, we'll find out. So thanks for coming out, guys.
Yeah, thank you, and we'll see you next week, and I'm sure you guys have something on Wednesday as well.
Hopefully.
I believe so.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye. There we go.